All right, here we go. Deck profile, top 8, most excellent store championship, Red Broly deck. By now, everybody should know what this leader does. He doesn't top as often I feel like he should. It's a scary deck. You don't get past turn 3. If you made it past turn 3, I did something wrong. Or I bricked. The leader himself, Awakened Side, is the best just because of the crit. Because you pretty much always have the crit. And I don't swing without a critical. I'd rather warp the cards out of your hand for your turn than actually put anything in it. So, there's that. We can go over the chain first, the standard chain. I do play 3 of Saiyan's Youth. I play 4 Astonishing Potential. A lot of people don't realize that this skill is not mandatory. So, late game, I kind of just throw them down just to have it there. Staple 4 Paragus, 4 Ba, 4 of the 3-drop, 4 of the 4-drop, 4 5, and I still play 4 of the 6-drop. Worst case, it's energy, but I definitely still play it. I want to see it. I want to get that far. If I get that far. Hopefully, you're dead before then, but you know. I play 2 Vampa. Staple, I feel like that's a good number. It is stressful, I will admit, especially when you go through like 37 cards through your deck searching for it and you start to have a little mini heart attack, but 2 Vampa. 1 Hidden Ambitions. I did side this out pretty much every game. Never came up, but it's pretty. And it's a nice counter, you know, for when you're trying to go for the big plays with this guy and they try to free counter. I play 3 of the new negate, King Vegeta's. This card is nuts. So good. Especially this deck, where I spend pretty much the whole game on 3 life. This guy right here, oh, this card right here, I'm telling you. All it had to do was buy me 1 extra turn. All you need is 1 turn. 1 extra turn can change everything. 3 Violent Rays. Didn't use any of them the whole tournament, but it's there. Super combo is Raditz. Bottom deck draw 2. So for flex spots, because you know you get that, I play only 1 of the new ruler. I play 1 Fearless Pan, and this was more like a this is what I had available at that point in time situation. And my Overrealm was actually SS4 Vegeta. And this came in super clutch. Like, super clutch. Late game, I played Bulma 1 round. They had blockers on board. This guy right here, a little board wiping situation, so good. So good. My unison of choice was actually Black Mass Saiyan. Again, like I said, I'm a very aggressive player. I'm very aggro. I like to, you know, kill you as fast as I can. I don't want you making it past turn 3. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And that double strike effect, so good. 30k double striker from the unison, too good. Too good. I only had 3, so I played him at 3. I did, though, have 1 Piccolo Jr. Only time I really used it, and I did keep 3 in my side to swap out, whatever. But the only time I really used him was actually in the green OG Broly matchup. I don't have a hand to really play things, so I like to pull the guys out of the deck and get a little something going that way. Secret rare of choice is, of course, 8-drop Broly. This beauty right here. Get a look at that. Yeah, that's a good card right there. Never really made it to him for the most part. Played him like maybe twice. I went X1, top 7. Yeah, that's the deck list. Simple, standard, you know, your red Broly list. Again, my thing is with this deck, and I don't know if I'm the only one that does this, I don't swing lead without the critical. If I'm warping these cards for a turn and all that other stuff, I don't want to give you stuff to replace it in hand. Now, swinging 19k with a 3-drop at a unison? Sure. 20k at a unison? Great. At the leader? Typically not. Maybe when they're down to like 2 life, 3 life. Mostly 3. No one really wants to be in double strike range, especially against a red deck, and never knowing if Champa's actually there. And as you can see, Champa wasn't there. But they didn't know that the whole time, so there was that. Yeah. So to move into the side, which honestly I didn't use most of, but there's 2 Wolfang Fists. This one, I think I sided against Bulma. I think. Maybe not. A little bit of blue hate, so you know there was the one of Raditz. I feel like I go through the deck enough that I can slide in a one of and still see it. There were 3 Mass Saiyans. Again, didn't side him in a single time. I come from Vanguard, so we don't have a side, so I kind of forget to side until I see my opponent grab it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Golemite, because I don't like to whiff on Vampa skills, so it's an extra body who can also still do things. And plus they were shiny, so why not? One Yamcha, that one I sided pretty much every round. Never used it, but I sided it. Bardock, got sided a lot. Just the one of. Again, like I said, go through the deck enough that I feel like I can see the one ofs. And then Secret Identity came in clutch as well. I will admit, it's a dang good card. I'm honest. It is a good card. It's a pretty damn good rear. I won't lie. So I have two in my side. And like I said, I did keep the Piccolo in my side, but I mean, I didn't really use that either. My sideboard probably could have been all of like 2 cards, and that's probably all I would have used, honestly, because I only sided ever like 2-3 cards maybe. So yeah, great tournament, great time. Round 1 was like a Bardock matchup, which he kind of butchered his hand for me, and he never really recovered till 2-0 there. Round 2 was Bulma, 2-0 that one. Round 3, I bricked. And I bricked against Mecha, which is already scary in its own. So that one I lost. And then round 4 was actually against OG Broly. And it was just too fast. I just got there before they got to do anything. It did what it was supposed to do. I will admit that. Yeah, so yeah. Later, guys.